the truancy hour. That's on Thursdays. That was last night. But we in the same vein of thought, more or less. It's interesting. I'm getting all these. I think because I re-downloaded the app, I'm getting all these notifications. But let me get straight to it, man. There's a couple of businesses, certain days of the week that I frequent. So obviously, I'm running into certain people, and people. If I like the business, if I like the place, I don't care if it's a convenience store, a restaurant, or whatever. If I like that place, I'm gonna frequent that place a lot more. And one of these places I go to on some of these mornings when I have the time, there's a lady that works there. She to me she's pretty, um, probably close to my age, like lower, excuse me, like low 30s, something like that. So, and she might be a little younger. I could be wrong. It would crack me up if she's a little bit older, but there ain't no telling. So anyway, I go there probably like once every couple of weeks, once a month, and I be seeing her, and then we chop it up a lot about stuff, right? And I say all this to say, let me preface this by saying, randomly, I think a lot of men, if not a lot of dudes, will have this outlook or this thought about themselves where they just like, you randomly imagine yourself with the girl that you haven't asked out yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl that you think just gives you the time of day, like she talks to you. You know what I'm saying? She gives you the time of day. She says good morning when you say good morning, etc. But I thought about this because I was like, I went there, I saw her in the morning, and someone told me, hey, don't ask her out. Something told me that. And then as I was going home, I was going home to drop off what had picked up from her business, and I was going to return the other side of the. I'm being very vague here, but I'm returning the other items back to her business. And I was like on the way home, and then on the way back to her establishment or whatever, I'm just thinking like, yo, you got to kill the imagination, man. You won't know until you commit. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, I've been applying myself to things that are way more important than saying a casual hookup or even a relationship for that matter. I've been committing myself a lot more to, the other content on the other page, the other channel, the content and stuff on this channel, on this page. You know what I'm saying? I've been committing myself to just eating better, staying at the house, saving money, just all the little things, right? I've been committing myself to myself more or less. So the idea that it crossed my mind where I was like, yo, you can't act like sometime this week you knew you were going to go and see her and you knew that you might have asked her out. So don't not do it. You know, understand? Don't think you shouldn't even try. So I don't know. I just thought about it today. Anyway, I say all that to say I went over there and asked her out, and then I asked her if she was single, and she said she wasn't. But it was just kind of funny because it was like, obviously to the average person, especially a lot of people I know, it's like that shit probably hurts them just to even try. I was thinking about that shit. It didn't really even bother me. It didn't even phase me that much. But it was one of those situations that I thought about. I was like, let me speak on that today. Let me speak on that today, where it's like, I think a lot of people struggle with that, where when they find something that they need to commit to, whether it's a person or an activity or like a goal in your life, it's like a lot of people really don't know what to do. They don't know how to go about it. And it's just like, you got to just find out. You got to try and fail. You understand? It's very important to try and fail as often as possible. Shout out to the watcher. Shout out to Sky. I see, is it Sky? I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. And then yeah, the watcher said they support something like that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, I don't see the thumbs up right there, man. You might be hitting the heart. Double tap the screen if you want to like it. That helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you double tap the screen in the middle, it'll leave a like. But if you're hitting the heart, that's more of a reaction. But I appreciate it either way, man. I appreciate you guys being in the chat either way. But yeah, I wanted to just speak on this because I was like, there's probably a couple people, whether they're my followers or not, um, that probably struggle with that shit. Some people just be hanging out just to hang out, and we've had a couple dudes in the live chat a long time ago, just historically, that didn't really know how to talk to people or didn't know how to go for their goals or go for the things they wanted in life. Um, so yeah, man, I just wanted to put that out there a little bit. My bad. This guy says I can call the Millie. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that, but as long as it says Sky, is that okay? Or is that yeah, just yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna remember. But yeah. But yeah, man, kill your imagination, man. I don't mean to kill the creative side of yourself. I know people are going to interpret that the wrong way, but you want to keep the creative side of yourself, right? But the imagination of just, I don't know, man. Like I said, I had that thought process in my mind. I had that thought process in my mind sometime this week, and a lot of it was because I was anticipating I'm going to see her this week, and I was just thinking like, yo, what would it be like if I was in a relationship with her? She the same way she is when we're having small talk? Is she the same way if we were to be going out? And I had to go find out for myself, man. Something told me like, stop doing the right and righteous thing and just find out something for yourself a little bit. Just have some self satisfaction and just trying and failing. Just find out if it's worth it. Because in my mind, it's like doing the YouTube stuff is more worth it than asking someone out. You know what I'm saying? Looking for this job right now is more worth it than asking someone out. But it's like, hold on, you're in this moment. You understand? Something told me, I was like, you're in the moment right now. You're currently in this moment where you have the opportunity to ask a person out. Whether it's too late or it's too early, just go ahead and find out. And I went and found out. But it was like one of those things that I haven't done in a while. Like a lot of times I just keep to myself. I stay to my goals, you know what I'm saying? Stick to my goals, and I just like, all that other stuff is extracurricular. That's when the money is up. That's when everything else is taken care of, So right now I wasn't really worried about it. I'm gonna just say Takuna, if I'm reading that correctly. Takuna, welcome to the chat. Sky, subscribe. I think there's I don't know if it's there, but you should see if there's a button. There might be a button in the top. I don't know where it would be at, but it's somewhere at the top or the bottom that says you can subscribe. But yeah, let me know if that goes through or not. How old do you have to be on here? How old do you have to be on here? It's funny, like my channel isn't it's not for kids, but a lot of times kids who are on their parents' phones or like their aunt or grandparents' phones, they'll find the live from doom scrolling. So I think it's majority for adults, honestly. If you're a kid, man, it's like we try to keep it PG, but sometimes depending on who I'm talking to, even if I'm talking to my mom, it'll get, I don't want to say serious topics, but it'll kind of get there a little bit. So just be mindful, man. Like just be mindful. Um, how old? Oh my bad. I got a phone nearly dead. You live tomorrow? And if yes, what time? Actually, I'm not sure, man. I don't know if I don't think I will go live. I probably just. The thing is, I'm trying to do it as less as possible. I'm trying to be less available to everyone, but more available to myself in more recent time. I got it. There's a lot of stuff I need to take care of just in life, and it's funny too. Is like I just been like I've been sleeping a lot. I just been resting, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it feels like the body needs to rest. So I just been doing that, taking care of business that way. Um, you're 19, so Watcher's 19 and Sky's 24. Yeah, I'm not worried either way, man. I mean, I just, if the conversation is, I don't want to say uncomfortable or whatever, but if it gets to a certain point, if you think it's a little more mature and we have children in the chat, we could just always dial it back. There's ways to just get the point across by being a little PG and whatnot. It never has to be super serious. I am, what's it? Takuna says that they're 10. I am about to smoke though, so I'm about to smoke this cigar because it's been a really, I don't want to say solid week, but it's been a really good week of just staying focused and whatnot. Now, bam, we just chilling. All right, peace. Phone on 10. Oh yeah, hey, go charge your phone up, man. Don't worry about me. We're breaking out the Metropolitan host right now. The Metropolitan host, man. Shout out to the people that hooked it up. I forgot my guy's name already. I think it was like Kevin or something. Was that dude's name Kevin? He was a guy at the cigar shop, and he hooked it up. So he was really looking out for me. All right, Watcher, I appreciate you dropping in, man. Thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for taking time out your day to say what's up. There's not much more I can ask for than that. You know what I'm saying? There's not much more I can ask for. Sky, sorry. Scotty, I don't know. I don't know if you're apologizing to me or for someone else, but yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's no trouble. It's just a lot of times we try to be mindful. It's funny because I'm in a couple of like servers, like Discord servers, and if it's like a hobby space, sometimes we forget the hobby space does deal with a younger crowd, and we have like younger friends. And I'm like, oh yeah, we got to be mindful to like, we can't overly talk about adult stuff here. It happens. It's bound to happen. It's not a bad thing. Don't feel bad about it. Do I have a pet like a dog or a cat? Can I tell you something, Takuna? I wish I had a dog, man. I love dogs, man. I love dogs, and it's funny because in my neighborhood we had so many loose dogs growing up, and they used to just follow me home, bro. I was like, dog, that shit was crazy back then. And them dogs were violent. They used to chase people around. But honestly, they would just walk up to me, sniff my shoes. They just walk up, I pet them, and they would just follow me home. I love dogs. Dogs love me too, which is kind of weird. You are a dog. What do you mean you are a dog? Is that a typo? Let me know if that's a typo. Talk to me, man. Low key, I might grab like a little brunch right after this, but I'm gonna hit the smoke first. You have two bodyguard dogs. What kind of dogs do you have? What kind of dogs do you have, man? I love dogs, man. It's interesting because I want to get some. I'm trying to move to Japan, so when I move to Japan, hopefully I get some Japanese breeds like those. Well, Jindo's Korean, but what's the other one I'm thinking of? It's the big one. It's the big one that kind of look like a husky. You know what I'm talking about? It's that joint right there. But yeah, two bodyguard dogs. Sky, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of bodyguard dogs do you have? Yeah, I love me some dogs. Your dad is sending dogs. I think he's sending dogs. What does that mean? I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. You might have to translate yourself for me real quick if that makes sense too. Yeah, man. I got some good ass flavor, man. That Metropolitan, Post Maduro, and Maduro got some good flavor too. That's crazy as hell. Oh, damn. What's going on, Minito? Rottweiler. Scott says the Rottweiler. Yeah, I love Rottweilers, man. My cousin used to have a Rottweiler named Mia. I love that dog. It was a sweet dog. It was like young, but like, Rottweiler's attention spans are not the greatest. So a lot of times it'd be so distracted. It would be so happy to see everyone. It would just be so distracted. You know what I mean? And it just wouldn't be. It would just mess shit up in the house, and then that was okay. It was okay with me, but it's just such a hyper dog sometimes. But it's super protective too. Yeah, Rottweilers and pit bulls I love. My coach used to have a husky and a blue heeler, husky, blue heeler, a Labrador, um, and now they have two basset hounds. Rest in peace to one of them. One of the dogs passed away. It was the girl. So then, whenever I visit the female, oh no, with the male bloodhound, the basset hound, I always pet him and I check on him because he's grieving a lot. Those two used to be really close. And I check on him because he's grieving his one of his best friends that he used to hang out with all the time. Two basset hounds. Um, they're very protective, very protective. Um, thank you for the warm welcome. Hey, of course, man. It's good to see you back in the chat, man. How are things going down there, man? It's like you guys getting good weather. What's crazy? It's like we have some stormy days, like Wednesday, like afternoon, nightish. We randomly had like for 1 hour, we just had like a flash storm of like hail. It was like hail and ice, just a whole bunch of just coming down. We're like, what the hell? It's like these chunks. It wasn't like super big, but it was these chunks of hail. And then for the next couple of days, for the next like what today's Friday, for the next 2.5 days, like it's just been nice and sunny, bro. Like right now, it's crazy. It's a cigar, man. We got that cigar, that Metropolitan. Got that Post Maduro. Takunis says, sorry, you don't know how to spell. Don't worry about it, man. I was just trying to figure out what you were trying to say to us. It sounds like you were trying to say something to us, and I was trying to figure out what exactly you were trying to say. That's all it is, man. Don't ever feel pressured to be perfect, man. I mean, I just want to make sure the communications is clear. That's it. What I'm saying, a lot of times that's my main thing. If the communication is clear, things don't got to be perfect, man. As long as we understand each other, that's all that matters. Because sometimes people come up in the live chat from different parts of the world, different parts of the country, and like everybody's grammar isn't perfect, dog. Don't worry about it. Shit, I don't be speaking. I don't speak perfectly. You know, I definitely don't. I'm already known. Let me check on some. All right, there we go. Shit, it's a good ass flavor. I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. Kind of cute. What? I appreciate it, Sky. Sky, I get that a lot. I mean, it's funny, Sky. Is I get complimented a lot. I'm on the receiving end of a lot of positive, and I'm on the receiving end a lot. It's funny, so I appreciate it. So a lot of times I'm just like used to it. So I appreciate it. I gotta get used to being. I don't know what the word is. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Just be whatever to me. Just being great. I actually oh my bad. I'm actually blessed. I'm in Ensenada, Baja California. rated the weather in the country, it's like San Diego. Yeah, man. Hey, it's crazy because San Diego is like it's like known for some of the best weather in the country. Like you have a good balance of heat and coolness. So I can imagine because if you're like right there, it's probably very similar. And you're are you right by the coast? Because that coastal weather is really nice, man. I've been to the Bay Area, like I've been to Frisco, and I've been there in like October. But the funny part was it was like after the fire season, but the weather was still good, even though it was like smoggy and smoky. But that's how it is sometimes on the Pacific coast, man. You know, yeah, I like it, man. San Diego is one of them places I really want to visit. I actually have a couple friends from over there. They live here now, but like they're just from there, and they tell me how great the weather and everything was. Sometimes I ask them like, why would you want to move up here if you're from San Diego? But life is like that. Sometimes you just got to go where it's necessary, right? Sometimes you got to go where the vibes are a little better, a little different. That's life, man. Sky, I appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm trying to get over. It's funny because I've really only seen like Texas and Florida weather, and like in terms of California, I've only been to the Bay Area. Like in that little section. So, and then obviously like parts of Oregon and shit. Mainly like the northwestern part of Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Cannon Beach to Portland, and I forget the joint that's right next to it, but I forget the name of that. Um, I don't know how to speak, and how was my throat for speaking is bad. I mean, you could just type. You could just type Takuna. I mean, you could just type, man. Yeah, you could just type. My bad. I'm just looking at the. Oh, people playing in the park. I don't know how loud it is. Let me know if you guys can hear the construction on the side. It's not. It doesn't bother me, but if the mic's picking up on it, that's good to know. We get airplanes right above too. Airplanes right above, man. Dream girl. That's a good question, actually. Man, that's actually a good question. I always say like it got to be a nice fat ass. That's all it is, man. I need a nice, healthy, just balanced ass, man. I'm real simple like that. Sometimes I don't care about that personality shit, but as long as somebody's respectful, that's all. Just give me a nice ass, whatever. I don't even care about race like that. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know, that's what you got. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't know that. All right, we just met on the internet, but I appreciate you advertising yourself. You good? I appreciate you. Though. And that's the other thing too, man. I gotta get back to live streaming the hoops, man. Gotta get back to live streaming this hooping shit. The other thing too is I gotta get me a real decent breakfast. Yeah, bro, it's nice out here. It's not as nice as Santa Barbara, Oxnard, Ventura. It's crazy. So I've always heard about Santa Barbara and Oxnard area, and like Ventura, I forget exactly what that's at. But it's like I'm assuming it's like not necessarily South Central, but I'm pretty sure you guys are a little more south because like for example, I got friends that live in LA, and then I have one friend that I think she's in Anaheim still, and then I always forget like San Diego's like right by the border, so I know San Diego's probably the closest thing to you guys, but Oxnard is like still LA though, right? That's Oxnard is still LA, like Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Sky, you gotta chill in the chat. You gotta chill. We're gonna keep that hidden. Yeah, I know that's I know like that. Because the funny thing is, one of my favorite rappers is Blue, man, and Blue's from Oxnard. So is Miguel too. Miguel's from Blue, or Miguel's from what do you call this? Miguel's from Oxnard. You know what I'm saying? So I just know like based off of the shit that they've said in songs or whatnot. That's my only context of Oxnard. Ventura, I forget. There's somebody I know from there, from that area. Um, Sky, I don't use Snap. Minito says, "Nice, you caught yourself on the you do, but you don't care about the race thing." Oh, how far back are you guys? You guys might be a couple minutes or seconds back. That's all right though if you are. It might be a couple. Um, yeah, you might be a couple minutes, couple seconds back, bro. Just double check that. But yeah, in regards to that, nah, Sky, you gotta chill, man. Like I said, we pretty much just met. Pretty much just met. You know, it's funny. Like I had a what's it called? I had someone and from the YouTube from the other live streams a long time ago, and they sent me their number, and then like I just texted them, and then we would check on each other here and there, and then she just stopped messaging me. She felt sad or something like that. I was like, man, why even bother? But I get it. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Just come around. Just come hang out and chat every now and again, man. Just come hang out. But yeah, man, back to the topic at hand. It's like just I'm trying to tell people, man. I don't know what part of the time stamps you guys are in. For those that are hanging out, you got to kill that imagination, man. A lot of times, a lot of us are imagining. You know, back to this same conversation. You're imagining that dream girl. You're imagining what it's like to spend time with that person that you frequently see, and then you guys have good vibes with. But like it's funny. Like I said, I talked to that girl at that establishment. I was just like, when I was returning her items to her, I was like, hey, let me ask you a question. Are you single? And then she kind of laughed. I was like, no, I'm actually not. I was like, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I just walked out and left. And I didn't have when like you're a little kid, because I know a lot of young people and also a lot of people who don't frequently talk to people in general. They get that weird nervous feeling, but they also get that weird like embarrassed feeling. And I didn't really get that. I was just like, hey, I tried and I failed, and I love the feeling that I just tried because that's the thing that I've been doing with the channel, man. Whether it's the channel, just the art of creation, or just creating things and just making things in general. All I'm gonna do is just try. All I'm gonna do is just go for it. So a lot of times, because I've been in the practice of just going for it, it didn't even bother me. It didn't phase me. But there's this thing that I keep saying, like there's this lingering thing of kill your imagination. Like I have this idea of yeah, when this comic book that I'm writing with my cousin comes out, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be the shit. But the thing is, we have to execute it. We have to put it out there. We got to make it happen. If you don't make it happen, you won't actually truly know. And if you don't put your heart into it, if you don't do your best, you won't actually know. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the whole point I'm making, man. I just kill that imagination and put the work in, make it happen. That's the biggest thing you can do for yourself. The biggest thing is just really trying to find the results, man. People always try to define shit based off of a theory. Like, oh, theoretically, I know if I said this to her, this would happen. Theoretically, I know if I made this move happen, these things would start to compound and they would start to domino effect in my life. No, it doesn't work that way. You just got to do things and see what the reactions is. Sometimes you just got to do things and live with the results. It's that simple. You understand? And you got to pick and choose a bit because let's say you're working out. If you're working out crazy, you might hurt yourself, and you'll learn to never hurt yourself again. It's that simple. You understand? You might be wanting to cook something for yourself for the first time. You might make some trash ass cooking, and you might just understand, like, man, I can't be cooking no trash for myself. That shit fucked up my stomach last time. It's little things like that. You understand? Little things like that. Kill that imagination, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the work in, take action, and figure out what reality truly is sometimes. I'm speaking for myself just because of everything that I've been thinking about and everything I've been going through the past week. As much as I'm speaking on behalf of other people who don't try at all. I'm mainly speaking to y'all because the thing is, I'm already putting certain things into practice. I've been neglecting just talking to people in public a lot more. Actually, that's not true. I talk to people in public a lot. It's kind of funny. Even when I'm not trying to be spoken to, I'll go out my way and just say something. Like, you might see something ill, somebody rocking something ill, you just compliment somebody, just say what's up to people. You know what I'm saying? There's like little, there's like little blocks and areas that I frequent, like little coffee shops and barbershops that I go past all the time. It's my neighborhood, so I say people all the time, man. I say what's up to people all the time. And just speaking to them publicly. Hey, Sky, don't dox yourself. Don't put the number on here. Don't dox yourself. All right. Do not dox yourself, please. I don't want. I don't encourage anyone to dox themselves. Ever. You dig? Yeah, don't do that to yourself. I encourage that for everyone too. Just be careful. Don't. Yeah. On anybody's platform, on anyone's thing, don't dox yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why am I a loser? Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Is like now you want to switch it up on me. That's funny. There you go. That's funny how that worked. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta kill that imagination. Whatever going on in life. Um. Oh, that was the other. That was the second part. That was the second part. It's just mainly tailored to people who are constantly trying to fill this void in themselves. This might apply to you, Sky. It's like people that need to fill the void. This was part of the title. You know, people want to fill the void in their lives. You know what I mean? People want to fill this thing, whether it's with a person, whether it's with a dream. Sometimes it's with money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's with money as well. And the thing about it is like, I know it sounds corny, man, but you really got to fill it up with your own. Like I was saying, I'll go back to this. You got to fill it with your own actions. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. There we go. You got to fill it with your own actions. You know what I mean? Is this void that gets filled, or people feel like they need to fill with, whether it's with another person or I've met people. I've been in the same position as well, where the people just kind of love bomb people and whatnot, and then when they don't get the results that they want, it's all hell. Like all hell breaks loose, and then the whole world ends. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, man. It's like sometimes you just do the actions just to do the actions. It's a long run kind of game, man. It's a long run. It's a marathon kind of game, as they say. And it's like if you got one little thing that's going to drag you down, pull you back. You got a lot of questions to answer. You know what I'm saying, for yourself. You got a lot of things that you're gonna have to deal with within yourself. So that goes to people like Sky in the chat and like other people just that constantly want to fill this void. They want to put the energy and the effort out there and don't get reciprocated. When they don't get reciprocated, all of a sudden they resort to being, whether it be insulting or just even damaging themselves, man. But you're really just damaging yourself in the long run. There's nothing wrong with just having basic communication and being decent to people. That should always win, man. That should always win. And that's the other thing, man. It's like the channel in the chat, it don't blow up the way it needs to, and I never do the. I try to time the perfect time of day, perfect time of the week, or whatever. I just be doing what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? I let the chips fall where they may. And that's the other side of it. Is like I'm always be more, as much as possible until I can, like just be righteous. You know what I'm saying? Until I hit a Harvey Dent moment, which I hope never happens. But the world will test you. The world will test you, and people will go out their way and try to see the worst in you as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me wrap it up here. I'm getting close to the 30 mark. I might actually. I don't know if I linked my Twitch, but I'm gonna end up doing that, man. I'm gonna end up going on the Twitch now and then seeing how that goes. But yeah, we'll check on that in a second. So for those that dropped in and out, and those that's over here trolling and whatnot, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all either way. I'm out. Peace.